It's happening. It's happening. Sorry for the slight delay there. My brain did something wrong, but it's better now. It's fine now. It's fine now. I just I was trying to hit the button, and because I have the sound down really far on my laptop, I didn't hear that it was doing the little donk sound. That means that you dumbass, there's a little pop-up window you gotta close first, otherwise I can't do anything. So yeah, it's good. It's good. We're good. We're fine. I had a 2-hour nap, which I really, really extremely needed to have because I got like 4 hours of sleep last night or less. But I'm not entirely recovered from that. And the iced tea with lemonade that I just finished is doing nothing, and it's 5 million degrees in my studio right now under the lights. So, hi, hello. And we have a cat. Hang on. We got a budgie cat. Budgie? What are you doing? I think she's just rearranging. Yeah, naps are good. I needed the nap for sure. Okay, who we got? We got Bow and Arrows. Welcome. Dame, hello, welcome. And Ray and Leo, and Heather. Am I feeling any better than the other day when I was all snuffly? I don't know. Unclear. Because yesterday I got a little all sinusy, but I don't know if it's like it's that time of year too. So is it pollen or is it? I don't know. But I'm not like sick, so it's probably fine. Hello, we have Plus Life Lacquer in the chat. You hate the heat for me? I hate the heat for me too. Thank you. Hey, Linry, welcome. Yeah, I think, actually, is it down far? It's almost cooled off enough outside that I can actually just pop the window open. In a little bit, I'll do that. I don't want to do it just yet. But shortly, I will absolutely pop the window open. Hey, Holly, welcome. So, I have, besides the sweatiness and the cat, I have polish to show you, and we're gonna play. It's gonna be fun, I think. I think it's gonna be fun. We're not technically gonna be doing nail art tonight because there's way too many polishes here, and we have so much to do. Like besides just swatching them out, because there's going to be some mixing, there's going to be some layering. So rather than like, hand painting or whatever other kind of nail art that I often do, we're going to do some layering fun and some combo fun. So let me introduce the collection, which is from Plus Life Lacquer, who has kindly joined us in the chat. And a little bit later on in stream, we are going to be doing a giveaway, which it's not me giving it away. Plus Life Lacquer is giving it away. It is unfortunately going to be US only. So you either have to reside in the US or have an address in the US. Like if you've got a US ferry or a forwarding company that you use, no problem. She can only ship to US addresses right now. So that's unfortunately the giveaway will only be open to US addresses. However, it's going to be the full collection plus a couple empty bottles to play with. So, excited about that. That'll be later on. So this collection, hang on, I have some information somewhere around here. Here we are. It launches on June 6th. Oh my God, I am sweating. It launches on June 6th on Plus Life Lacquer's website, which I believe is just pluslifelacquer.com or pluslifelackers.com. I think it's just pluslifelacker.com. They're $13 each or $143 for the whole set. And of course, we know Plus Life Lacquer does do a lot of rainbow collections. and always, always, always does a charity donation for the rainbow collections. So this is donations through June will be made to Rainbow Railroad. So it's $1 for every single bottle sold, or if you buy the full set, it'll be $15. And then also $1 from every single bottle of the previous rainbow sets. So that's the arcades, the darkades, the Minecraft jellies. So yeah, any of those if you need to fill out your collection or whatever. Oh God, are we getting all jerky again? Hi Luna, welcome. Video is laggy. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't plug in my wired thing, and my husband might be working. I'm not sure where I put my Wi-Fi cable. Oh, there it is. My Ethernet cable, rather. Not Wi-Fi cable. That's different. All right, stand by. I'm going to give you a cat while I plug in my Ethernet cable here. Apologies for the technical difficulties. All right, we plug in that bit. It's because I had everything disassembled in the studio for my mom's visit, and I never fully reassembled it. And it seemed to be working okay on Tuesday, so... Okay. Ethernet cable is plugged in. Hopefully that will help to stabilize things shortly. I hope so. My wireless cable. Yeah, I know. Listen, Ray. I told you, the brain is not braining at the moment. Okay. Back to this. And hopefully it will be less jerky shortly. Anyway, where was I? What was I talking about? I was talking about this collection. I already told you. Are we going to function? Yeah, you lost me. Am I back? Hopefully. Come on. Oh, now it says stream is healthy. That's interesting. I think, are we good? Oh my God, y'all, I think we're good. Okay. All right. Now, yeah, it says stream is healthy, stream status excellent. All right. I think we did it, folks. Apologies for all of that. Okay, so I went through... Oh no, is the audio desynced? No! I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, you could try refreshing. See if refreshing helps. Refresh your... Just like reload the stream. It might fix it. It usually fixes it. Just cover your mouth and no one will notice. Perfect. Thank you, Linry. I mean, it will be fine when I'm on the other monitor here, or the other camera. Reloading fixed it. Awesome. Okay. All right. All right. So if you're desynced, please reload. Everything will be fine. Love it. Love it. Okay. Oh, you had to refresh twice. Interesting. You're just special, Ray. It's probably because you're in Canada. You had to do the extra Canadian reload. All right. So here we are. We have this awesome collection from Life Lacquer, um, which was gifted. They sent it to me, just like, no strings, do whatever you want to play with. And I have played with it a little bit. I haven't played with it enough, but I'm very excited to play with it some more. Canadian internet is on square wheels. That's extremely funny, Linnery, because the history of the Canadian internet infrastructure is, let's just say, America is a little behind the curve. Historically, America has been a little behind the curve on many things, such as internet and also banking. It went back to laggy. Shut the fuck up, Leo. Oh yeah, don't forget to switch to all messages. The Canadian tariffs. Yeah, it's the wireless tariff. Yeah, stop distracting me. We're here for a reason. Quit it. Okay. I am gonna open the window before I go any further though. Holy crap, I'm dying. Here, have a cat again. Actually, I'm gonna be in that one too in a second. Sorry, Budge. I'm opening this because it's too hot. There you go. All right, and I'll turn off my air purifier. There we go. What a good girl. Okay. We have a cat. We have air. We have nail polish. Let's go. Let's go. All right. This is a collection. It is a Pokemon collection because huge nerds, all of you, but especially plus Life Lacquer. So it's a Pokemon collection and also a Pride collection. So we do have a full rainbow. I'm just going to go through them. Again, these are $13 each and $1 from each bottle goes to Rainbow Railroad. So we have Notably Normal. You're going to notice a bit of a theme with the names. I'm going to go with Psy Chic rather than Psy Chick. Obviously a play on Psychic. Playing with Fire. And then we have Wanna Fight About It. Electrocute. Touch Grass. Is this Dragon? Over Ice. We are so over ice. Troubled Waters. Pick Your Poison. And the Cookies and Cream one, Spadazzles. Finding Dark in the Light. All right. So that is the collection. As you can see, they are all crellies with glitter in them. There's like the hollow, I think they're like colored hollow glitters. I'm pretty sure there's a description for the formula. Yeah, so it's a mix of colored hollow glitters. So I guess all of the glitters in there are hollow, but they're just like various sizes of glitters. So it looks like there's 2 different sizes for each of these. There's like a tiny hollow glitter and a larger hex hollow glitter for each color. And I think she just found like basically every color of hollow hex glitter and said, I'll take them all. I think, yeah, I know Plus Life. I know. There was no doubt in my mind that that was very much on purpose. Yeah, I think the problem with so not all the types are there. There are what 18 types. Um, oh, some have squares as well. Oh yeah, the poison one has some squares in it. I think. Yeah, yeah. I see some squares. Um, yeah, so not all the colors were available for every single type, right? And also 18 is too many for a collection. That's crazy. So yeah, but like you've got what is that 11 types? You've got 11 types. So if your favorite type is not represented, I don't know, cry about it. Fairy type would have been good for Pride. I agree. I agree. Um, but yeah, they are super fun. I love them. I think it's such a cute little collection, and I'm very excited to show them to you and then also to play with them. I have done one look with this collection so far, and I am very much looking forward to doing some more. But also, I am very much looking forward to doing some mixing. So I have, um, so I think with the full collection. She's doing she's if you buy the full collection, she's including a couple of empty bottles. Now so that you can mix your own, which is such a cute idea. Now I did not receive any empty bottles because she thought of it a little bit after she'd already sent them. But I happen to have empty bottles. So mine are unbranded, but I think they might even be the same bottles. The caps certainly look identical, which is very funny. But I bought like a big case of, or not a case, but like a flat of bottles some time ago for playing with. And I decided to spring for the good ones since I was going to be buying a bunch. So yeah, I'm going to be using these bottles, two that I have, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to do one that's like a full rainbow. I don't know if we'll include every glitter, but I think we'll do like at least like the sort of current rainbow flag colors. And then the other one I might do a Pan Pride mix because that's my flag. I think that would be cute. But then I also want to do some layering with this because they do layer really nicely. And because there are 11 colors and I have 10 fingies and I want to do layering and I want to show you what they look like on their own, we're going to do a blended thing. So on the swatch wheel, we will do the straight up colors as they are out of the bottle so that I can show you what they look like. And then on my fingies, I was thinking it would be fun if we just chose a bunch of flags to do layering. And then also we're going to do my two mixes so we can use those for one of them. Because I feel like the full rainbow flag is too many layers when it comes to acrylic glitter. That's a lot of layers. And I don't think it will, the bottom layers would just disappear basically. So I think that one would be better rather than layering to like make the mix and then put it on. But for ones that are just like basically 3 or 4 colors, I feel like we can layer them and it'll be fun. So the bottles that you get for the if you buy the collection, the bottles that you get are actually minis. They're 5 milliliters. But I'm going to be using my big bottles because that's what I've got. How long are these sticking around? Usually she keeps stuff in stock as long as pigments are available. But I'm sure that she'll answer. Mix for more types, yeah. That's true. You could totally make your own types. You could absolutely make your own types by mixing. So if you wanted a fairy type, I don't know, what would you use? Like a mix of pink and... I feel like I would use pink, one of the pinks and a purple or something. I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and start swatching these out on the wheel. We're going to start with Notably Normal, which is so there's two different pinks. And it's not necessarily super obvious. Hopefully you can see the difference on screen. This one is Notably Normal, and the glitters are more of a rose pink rather than like a pank pink. You know what I mean? This is giving like late 80s, early 90s living room rose with gray. That's this one. That's Notably Normal. And it is very normal of it to be that color. Whereas Side Chick is more of like a magenta / pank sort of pink. So, Notably Normal. They're going to be here until you can't make them. That's what I figured. Oh, I should turn this on as well. Also, y'all, I'm very excited. I got another light, like my giant light, my miniature sun. I got a second one of them from another swatcher who was upgrading. And it's going to be mounted to my ceiling on the other side. So hopefully I can streamline my setup a little bit, because right now I've got like multiple small lights on the other side trying to sort of counterbalance things. But they're not strong enough. So I'm hoping that things will look a little nicer once I get that set up. But I have to like bolt it into the ceiling and stuff. So it's going to be a little bit. Okay, so this one is Side Chick or Side Chic. I feel like it's chic. Am I right? Did you intend for it to be Side Chic? Because it seems like it should be. Hi, work is dumb. You're still working. I'm so sorry. That sucks, Najwa. But welcome. Okay, and then the next one is Playing with Fire. I don't know if I just did Side Chic a little bit thicker or if it just happened to pick up more glitters. But it looks like it has a bit more, looks like it had a bit more glitter in it. Okay. Next one here is Wanna Fight About It. I really like this orange for the fighting type. I think it's very cute. Oh my god, there's cat hair everywhere. Honestly. I love my kitties, but they are ridiculous. Yeah, seriously, tell your work to stop it. I agree with Lori. You had to call out of work today? I'm sorry, Dame, that you're not feeling well today. It sucks when you have a hard day like that. But I'm glad that you have that option. Okay, next one is Electra Cute. So this is like, I don't know that yellow hollow glitters per se exist. So these are gold hollow glitters. I don't think I've ever seen yellow hollow glitters that aren't gold. But I feel like same. Like, I don't even know how you would determine the difference between those two for this. But she used cat hair. It was super effective. I think that one was actually one of Timony's, but it is sort of like, there's just constant, with 4 cats in the house, it's ridiculous. All right, this one is Touch Grass. So cute. I love these things. They build really nicely. I gotta say, so this is one thing that Plus Life does jellies really, really well. And I knew that she did jellies really, really well. But this is my first crellie set from her. And they're really good. It's not everyone does crellies well. Like, not every brand does every formula well. You have brands that do like really fantastic shimmers or really amazing magnetics, but then they like suck at other styles. And I feel like it's always, in my head, it's always a little bit risky if I'm trying a new formula or a formula that I have not tried before from a specific brand. I'm always like, is this going to be as good as their other stuff? Because you just never know. But these are like really nice crellies. They just have a really nice consistency and they self-level beautifully. They're not all patchy. It's good. It's really good. And like the one mani that I did with it was just like sort of like a blobby, lazy gradient. Like, I was just kind of like, not even stripes or anything. It was just sort of areas of colors that sort of went along the nails in a roughly horizontal fashion. But yeah, they blended together really nicely, and they leveled together really nicely, and they weren't all terrible and patchy and like lumpy. So it was really nice. So that one is This Dragon. This one is Over Ice. Oh, and I did that in 2 coats, that one. So yeah, I found that 2 coats of that style, applying them that way, was sufficient. You have 3 rag dolls in your house? Yeah. Yeah, so you know, your misery is even worse because you got the long hairs. That's brutal. Hello, Sonyo. Clean Sonyo. Welcome. Okay, next one is Troubled Waters. It's really fun to do gradients with finishes that are the same. Yeah. If you've got like a collection, or even if it's not from the same brand, if the formulas are similar enough, I love doing a lazy gradient. But like when it's all from the same collection and they've really dialed in the formula, and so it's like perfectly consistent, it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying doing a lazy gradient like that. Yeah, crelly glitters and crelly flakies, very difficult. Very, very difficult to do. It's not a trivial formula to get right, especially if you want to have like, when you have like iridescent flakes or hollow glitters where you need enough light getting through the base to be able to bounce off and move through those flakes or glitters. But you also need the base to be opaque enough that it will build nicely, and it needs to self-level and have all those other nice qualities. It's like really difficult to balance that well, and a lot of brands do not do it well. But Plus Life Lacquer does. Pick your poison. This is my kind of purple, aka it's mostly not purple, but it's got a little bit of purple in it. Listen, I'm a purple hater. I'm an avowed purple hater. You're not going to change me. Oh no, one of your long hairs hates to be brushed? Or your one long hair? You only have one cat, right, Lori? All right, this is Finding Dark in the Light. There we go. Your cats hate by being brushed by you specifically. I found that, like, Budgie in particular really hated to be brushed. She really hated to be brushed until I found one specific brush that she vibed with. And I tried a bunch of brushes and she was like, nope, this sucks. I hate it. Until I finally found the one. And then she was like, yes, this is good. I enjoy this. And now she gets really into it. Okay, so that was coat one. I am going to do a second coat. I don't think I need to do a third coat. These build really nicely in two coats, and I feel like the glitter distribution in two coats is really nice for most of them. At least that was what I found when I was blobbing them on. And it seems consistent with what I'm seeing on the swatch wheel here. You can see that, you know, they're obviously going to be sheer at this stage with only a single coat, but they have pretty nice opacity for just one coat at this point, and there's not like the patchiness that you often get with crellies in the first coat. I didn't apply them perfectly evenly. Some of them seem to have a little bit more, like I obviously applied this one a little bit more thick than some of these other ones, but I think that's me rather than the polish. Okay, so back to the top, we do another coat of Notably Normal. And I do feel like 2 coats is going to be the sweet spot for these, where you're going to get lots of the hollow from the first layer still coming through, and you'll be able to see those glitters nicely. You can probably do up to 3. I don't think I would do more than 3 coats unless you apply super thin, because I think that you're just going to start losing everything that's on the bottom coat. So that's interesting. I do think that Notably Normal has slightly less density of glitters, but also they're just so much paler than the other pink that's in Sci Chic, that it's like it ends up looking like there's more glitter in Sci Chic. And like I think there is a little more, but I don't think it's as much more as it looks at first glance, because like if you look closely, there's still a lot of the small glitters, maybe a little less of the bigger glitters. Okay, and then second coat of Playing with Fire. Yeah, the pale glitters tend to look more sparse. It makes sense. It does make sense that you would have that. I also have not like been super consistent about shaking them, and probably shaking them more consistently would be good. But I am nothing if not a lazy nail painter. Want to fight about it? Is this a light/dark rainbow? I'm not sure what you mean by that. It's just a rainbow. Do you mean because there's 2 different pinks? You usually put these on in 3 coats and shake the shit out of them? All right, maybe I should be shaking the shit out of them then. I'd feel like 3 coats is more than I would necessarily need, though. I don't mind a little bit of visible nail line, though. So I guess if you really, really don't ever want to see any visible nail line at all, then maybe 3rd coat would be fine. I do think that it may depend, too, on how you apply. Like I tend to have a slightly thicker, more floating application than a lot of people. So, you know, I am aware that is something that I tend to do. I find it gives me better application in many cases. Otherwise it's too easy for me to accidentally drag a bit. And so, yeah, so I think if you don't float the way I float, then you would maybe want a 3rd coat. Hi, Pandy. Welcome. Yeah, 2 coats on the wheel seems really opaque, but yeah, I think depending on how you apply and your personal preference, I can see someone wanting to do a 3rd coat for sure. Oh, yeah. I don't think it's so much that it's like intentionally a light and a dark of each color, because there certainly isn't for red or like orange, yellow, or purple. It's more just like it's a slightly more comprehensive rainbow. I think she pretty much got every color that was available to use in this way, where they had, you know, the little glitters and the big glitters. You did an iceberg mani with baby blue and white for your Iceland mani? That sounds adorable. You're going to Iceland next week? Shut up, Sonyo. Is your man taking you to Iceland? Are you going together? Is it a romantic holiday? That's exciting. Yeah, that might be true that plastic swatch wheels grab the polish a little differently than natural nails do. I did feel like it was pretty opaque on my nails as well, though, when I did it. But again, that was a blobby, lazy gradient rather than like just a standard application. Okay, so there's 2 coats of all of them on their own. So we have Notably Normal and Psy Chic, Playing with Fire, Want to Fight About It, Electrocute, Touch Grass, Is This Dragon, Over Ice, Troubled Waters, Pick Your Poison, and Finding Dark in the Light. I am going to end up wanting to top coat these so that you can see the hollow a little better, because, you know, when they dry down slightly matte, as glitters frequently do, or crellies rather frequently do, it's you kind of lose some of the hollow a little bit. Also, I am going to suggest a glitter smoothing coat or double top coat. The glitters, so when I did my gradient mani with them, the glitters did kind of nestle into the crelly base such that it wasn't like super textured. But I did decide that I wanted to use a smoothing base, just to kind of get a little bit more of a glassy, or not a smoothing base, a smoothing top coat before my regular top coat, just to get a smoother, sort of more glossy, glassy kind of texture. Because I don't like to have texture on my nails. I'm very unhappy when I have texture on my nails. So I do think like either a glitter smoothing coat or double up on your top coat would probably be best. Oh, you're going with your sister's family. Well, that's cool. That's less romantic, but also very pleasant. All right. So that is the basic rainbow. And now let us mix. I'm excited to mix. So I definitely want to do, I think what I've decided on is a rainbow, maybe a slightly simplified rainbow rather than mixing every single glitter. I want to sort of pare it down a little bit. And also a pan pride mix, because that is my flag. So, I think for the full rainbow mix, I think I do want to go like OG Gilbert flag, which, if you're not familiar with it, it was, God, when did that? Was that in the 70s? I can't remember. The original pride flag included a pink and a turquoise stripe that were later removed. I think first the pink one because like pink fabric was just not as widely available, and then the turquoise got moved later on, and I removed later on. I'm not sure why the turquoise got removed, but yeah. So it was like originally an 8-color flag, and then or rainbow flag, and then it was a 7-color rainbow flag, and now it's a 6-color rainbow flag. So I'm gonna do the 8-color rainbow flag. So I think I want to use the Sai Chic pink rather than the notably normal pink, just because I feel like this is a better in between between the purple and the red. So I'm going to use that, and then the red playing with fire, I'll use that, and then want to fight about it. Obviously, electrocute, and then touch grass. And then for my turquoise, I got to decide between dragon or over ice. Because I'm going to use the troubled waters and pick your poison for sure. But I just have to decide which of these two I want in between. I feel like the over ice is more like more halfway in between those two. Oh, you can't even see it. Sorry. There. I feel like that blue is the better choice for the turquoise. You only knew about the 7-color flag? Yeah, the OG had the had 8 colors. So that's dragon. Trying to like see them together. That's dragon. This is over ice. I don't know actually. What do y'all think? Dragon or ice? So this one's over ice. This one's dragon. Don't you make fun of my story. I'm seeing 2 votes for dragon, so maybe dragon's the way to go. Okay, we'll do dragon. I'm not mad at that. I mean, there were no bad choices there, so... So, if you are not very good at pouring things from one bottle into another, you might want to use some kind of a tiny funnel for this. But I am going to just pour, and I'm just gonna eyeball the amounts that I use because that's how I roll. All right, so we have our first color in. Oh, I should probably wipe this before I put everything back in because I did drip a tiny little bit. Not much, but it's enough that I might regret it if I don't wipe that. Where are my wiping bitches at? You know I'm not normally one of you, but brave, so brave. It's not bravery, actually. What it is a combination of stupidity and experience. Yeah, I fuck something up when I pour with a funnel, so I free pour. Exactly, Ray. Exactly. I am so much more likely to get overconfident and fuck up with a funnel. If I'm just free pouring, I have done a lot of free pouring from one tiny bottle to another in the lab. And so it's like kind of just second nature to me to do that. And B, yeah, I'm absolutely gonna fuck up if I'm including more tools than are strictly necessary. think I put a little bit more red in there than what it really needed, but you're a free pourer too. Audacity, is it the audacity that lets us do this? I'm not sure, to be honest. Stupidity plus experience equals bravery. Maybe. All right, I need to not over pour now, because I definitely put a little bit too much of the red in. We may have to adjust after we see what the mix looks like, but that's okay. Oh, I should shake this. Give ourselves the best possible chance of having good, relatively even distribution of glitters, despite the fact that I am measuring absolutely fucking nothing here. All right. All right, I'm close to the halfway mark. I'm like maybe slightly past the halfway mark right now. But that's okay. I can just put less purple in. You know, it's my mix. I can put less purple in if I want to. Okay. I'm very excited about this mix. Very excited. I think this is going to be a really pretty combo. All right. Now we add our dragon by popular request. And troubled waters. I feel like we might end up needing to add a bit more of the electrocute, because it is a little paler and I feel like it's possible we won't see as much of it. I think like to get a mix that vibes more even, we may end up needing to add more of the colors that are a little paler. Hello, cat. Yeah, don't go to bed without washing your face. I mean, sometimes you gotta, and I get that, but I don't recommend it. Oh my gosh. All right. Y'all, I think this is going to be real cute. Okay. It's already got like a little bit of a rainbow thing going on, just looking at the side of the bottle. Let's shake it up. Shake it up. Oh, did I show y'all at the beginning of stream the ring that I've been painting? Because, okay, I know last stream I showed people the other ring that I had painted with nail polish. It was just this cute little one, and I was like, I like it, but I also want something that's a little bit more. So oh Jesus, I just dropped it. I painted this one. I posted it in the Discord, but I didn't show it on stream. So it is still drying, but these ones are neons. So I'm excited for that one. I'm also excited to show my friend who gave me the ring blanks. You can never get back out of bed to do anything. That's true. Outside grossness is worse. And it does depend. Like if you're not wearing makeup, if you're not like sweating a lot, if you're not going outside, if you are reasonably good at not touching your face, like yeah, you can get away with it. It is a second ring. Oh my goodness. We got a little line happening in the center there. I think I had that one on the bottom while I was shaking. Yeah, so it's not actually fully painted, but it is halfway around. So I think it's going to like basically appear fully painted when I'm wearing it. I did not go the full... I went like from here to here on it. So it does have just the blank like silver. But yeah, my friend gave me this whole like set of rings from like Urban Outfitters, and there were just a bunch of them. It was actually the same friend that made me my spider ring that I have, which I have not worn for a long time because I tend to wear it more around Halloween. You could never get away with not washing your face before bed because you're oily. Yeah. It does look like fruity cereal and milk. You are not wrong. All right. I feel like we're probably pretty good despite the line of glitters in the middle from the mixing. Let's test it here and see if we want to make any changes to it. I think I'm definitely going to want to add more of the gold. And maybe a bit more green, and I think I went heavy at first with like the pink and the red and the orange. So I want to add more gold, and I think I want to add a bit more green and dragon in particular. The darker blue Troubled Waters, I think, shows up a little bit more. So we maybe want to just leave that where it is because darker glitters will show up a bit more. Okay, I'll pour some more Electrocute in here. Nope, don't put the wrong... I almost put the wrong brush in. That would have been bad. The mix is kind of looking Christmassy for some reason. I think it's because there's a little bit too much red. Actually, maybe instead of adding more touch grass, maybe I should add more dragon. And okay, I will add a bit more of the purple. Jeez. You thought you were oily, but it turns out you're dry and your skin was just overcompensating? Yeah, for real. Can we name the rainbow one More Pride, Less Prejudice? I think that's a really cute name, Ray. I'll allow it. I do need to figure out a good way to label. Look at that. That's fun. That makes me happy. I am not a huge Jane Austen fan, but I am a huge fan of a well-crafted, clever turn of phrase. So, okay, second coat. All right, now I'm seeing some yellow and some dragon and a bit of purple. I think this is better. This looks like a better balance to me. I am happy with this. It vibes rainbowy. That's really cute. Okay, more pride, less prejudice is what we're calling this. Do I have labels somewhere around here? I do own labels. The question is, do I know where the labels are? That I may not. I may not know where my labels are. We might just have to write on some tape. Okay. That's all right. We own tape. We have the technology. We can do the thing. I'm just gonna do this and go more pride. Pardon me. Less. Oh, prejudice. Haha, got it. And autocorrect can't tell me if I'm wrong. Therefore, I'm definitely right. No, I'm sure that's right. It looks correct. Okay, and this is going to be a plus life mix. All right. And then I'm going to put another piece of tape over top of that so that it does not smooge. You're considering making a giant all the empties video, which will have like 2 years of empties because you've been hoarding. That's amazing. Yeah, I don't, since I don't do swatch sticks, I don't own a label maker. I just, there. It's fine. It'll do the trick. It's readable. It's reasonably protected. Shouldn't smudge off too easily. And I know what the polish is. So I'm happy. Okay, the other mix that I really wanted to do is a pan pride mix. And for that, I am going to use the other blue. Definitely using Over Ice for this one. And Sci Chic and Electrocute. I think those are definitely the correct polishes to use for this. Although, hang on, let me look at Notably Normal, even though my brain rebels a little bit against a rose. But is that more correct? Or is that more correct? I feel like that's more correct. What do we think? Is it Sci Chic or is it Notably Normal? Which one is the Pan Pride color? I will wait for some people to give me their opinion. I feel like in my head it's this, but I would understand if you said it's this. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and just throw some top coat on my swatch wheel here. Just so that the hollow looks good when I pull these out later to look at them. So once again, this is Sci Chic, and this one is Notably Normal. Is there, are we having some, we are having a little bit of lagginess in the video. Well, I don't know what to tell you, y'all. Sorry. I think everyone is agreeing with me that it is size chic. It looks like there is broad agreement that size chic is the correct way to go. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to quickly finish doing these. Yeah, no, it's not just you. It was real bad at the start of stream, Najwa. I actually like completely dropped for a bit. I don't think you were here for that part. But yeah, it fully dropped at one point. And it did get better, but who the hell knows? All right, I will hold off and not top coat the rainbow one yet because we did just put a second coat of that down. There's our lovely rainbow in our one little mix that we've done so far. Okay, so these guys, I'm not going to completely fill the bottle because I want to make sure I still have lots of these because I love them and I do not want to run out of them that quickly. But that is the advantage of using the smaller bottles for your mixing experiments. I don't love the 5 milliliter bottles as a rule for like application purposes. They tend to not have as good a brush and they can be a little annoying sometimes. But if you're doing little mixes, they sure are good for that. Okay. There we go. And we learned from the previous one that we need more of the electrocute to get a good balance. So I'm going to just go right ahead and add more of that. All right, I think that should be about right. One of the things too with like having such a large collection is that there is no way I am ever going to use up like any of my polishes because I have so many of them. So I feel very free to just go ahead and and like be ridiculous with these kinds of mixes. I don't do them very often, but I don't feel like I have to be precious about my nail polish. Okay, let's try there and see how that mix is. Might be a little pink heavy right now. We'll see. I'm too much awesome. It's overloading the bandwidth. You bought 15 milliliter bottles on Amazon last week and the brushes suck. Yeah, I don't recommend buying nail polish bottles on Amazon. The handful of times I've taken the chance on them, they have sucked so bad. You know what I didn't pull is I didn't pull any mixing beads, and I'm definitely going to want mixing beads in here. That probably would have helped distribute things a little bit better if I'd done that right from the get-go. But I didn't. All right, I think 2 for glitters. I'll add a couple in the Pan Pride one, and then give it another mixa. There's a there's a little bit of audio that lives rent-free in my head. It goes, crack an egg, crack another egg, mixa. And it's from, you know those little, like, little things they have on like little kids programming where there's just like a short, like a 2-minute little interlude of toddlers doing things, little kids doing things. There was one. It's from so many years ago. I used to do childcare, and yeah, it would show up in between like roly poly oly and whatever else, and yeah, it was just these like little kids doing some basic cooking activities, and it was incredibly cute because there was just one little girl that was like mixa mixa mixa. Where would I recommend buying empty bottles from? So I have bought mine from Nailite Ink. Hang on. Nailite. Let me just. And I think it's probably just nailiteink.com, if I recall correctly, but I might need to look up the URL for that. But that's the company name is Nailite. They do a huge variety of bottles, and bottles and brushes and cap styles, and it can be a little confusing understanding the language that they use. But if you're interested, and they do sell like various quantities. I bought a flat of like 88 bottles, but you can buy them in small quantities. So if you like, I can give you the link for the exact ones that I have, which this is a 15 milliliter bottle with a nice paddle brush that's like a good width for application. I really like it. I really like them. I've been very happy with them, and they were recommended to me by several makers who use them for their own stock. Ray posted the link to the Discord. That's very likely going to be. Did you post to the specific bottle or just to the manufacturer or the website, the basic website? Because I think Ray has probably gotten the same kind I have. I know it was posted on the OG Reddit Lacqueristas. Okay, there's the first coat of my Pride mix. I think the mix looks pretty good right now. I'm gonna wait till I see a second coat, but I do think it's a pretty decent balance. Just to the website, okay. So yeah, I can look up the exact listing that I purchased, because yeah, the language can be a little confusing, and like the photos that they use don't necessarily reflect the actual item, so you really have to pay attention to the description. Because like on the one that I bought, the brush does not look like a paddle brush, but in the description, it is a paddle brush. And they have like every possible combination of bottle and brush and cap. So you can really super customize on there. Okay, we'll get our second coat on here. What do we think about the balance here? I think I'm pretty happy. I might want to add just a tiny bit more of the ice, the over ice. I think I got the gold and pink right, but I feel like maybe just a tiny bit more of the over ice for my taste. Not too much. I think that's probably good. And like, I don't think it's like badly balanced right now. I just prefer a little bit more blue in my pan mix. Okay, so for the other nails, we can do other flags. I think we should definitely, and for the other ones, we'll want to do like layering rather than mixing. So I think we definitely want to do like a trans flag one, which will just be layering 2. I think for that, I would do probably Over Ice and Sci Chic. Because the white's already there. There's no white glitter one. The white's in the base. So we just need the 2 colors. I'm going to go ahead and put a 3rd coat here just so I can make sure that I'm happy with the balance. Yeah. Good. Perfect. I love it. Okay. And yeah, like you can see it is more opaque with 3. Like, you can definitely see a difference. I just don't know that I care that much about how much of a difference it makes for my personal taste. Yeah, I love blue. Blue is my jam. Okay, let's see here. So I'm going to start with, I will do the full rainbow on my thumb. A romantic flag again, for sure. I think we definitely need to do like arrow, ace, obviously pan. I think we should do trans, of course. I have 2 hands. I prepped my other hand so we can do a bunch. We could do the lesbian one and the gay one. Yeah. There's like so many options. I actually even brought up a little a page that has just like a list of flags on it. Okay, so this is the pan one. My poor patch. My thumb is patched to shit. It's like super thick with mega patches. My index finger is now also patched, but less thickly. And so I have 3 normal nails on this hand. Okay, so let's do the trans flag next. So we're going to do Sci Chic and Over Ice. They call me 2 hands Tony because I got 2 hands. Yep, bi flag for sure. Okay. So we do our first coat of the trans flag. Somebody remind me, my middle finger is going to be the trans flag, okay? Let's see. 2 hands, we are feasting tonight. Y'all are hilarious. All right, let's see here. Let me get my flags up here. Let's do the non-binary. So the non-binary is going to be the perp and the black and the yelly. So I'm going to do the black first. So this is Finding Dark in the Light. I don't know why I yoinked them all out when I can truly only use one at a time because we are layering. Okay, so I want to do aromantic on the other hand and ace on the other hand, I think, as well. Let's do the bi flag on this hand, which I want to use the darker blue for that. Yeah, I feel like ones that have more than like 4 colors are going to be challenging because each one needs to be a full layer. Okay, so that one's going to be the bi one. And then on this hand, we need an arrow and an ace. And then what? Do we want to do like lesbian and where's the... I don't see the men's the MLM flag on this list. Why do I not see the MLM flag on this list? That's like blues and greens, right? For some reason it's not here, which is weird for me. Is it just not, has it fallen out of favor? Okay. So I think this one's going to be the arrow one. And then for ace, I'll start with purple on the bottom just to, like, I don't know, break things up a little bit. And maybe for ace, because there's really only 2 colors, and arrow as well, there's really only 2 colors. Maybe I should, like, sandwich. So I could do like purple, black, purple for ace, and I could do black, green, black for arrow or something, question mark. MLM is 2 blues, teal, and green. Okay, so that works. So for MLM, I could start with the dark blue and then do dragon, over ice, and touch grass, right? That would work. So let's do that on my middle nail. And the lesbian flag on my ring nail. I did not get any of the bigger. There we go. We got one. As long as we get one. We seem to have something happening here that we can probably just go ahead and remove. And let's go ahead and how do I get rid of a human being? How do I remove a human being, y'all? Yeah. Gross indeed. Gross indeed. This is not something that I have I haven't had to deal with it before, so, you know. Let's see. How do I remove a person? Does anyone know how to do that? It seems like uh-oh. Uh-oh. Death Note time. Hang on. Sorry. What's going on? Are we okay? Are we still here? Are we good? All right. Yeah, so I was having trouble figuring out the way to do that on here. Hey, May. Oh, we just had a homophobe in chat. It's fine. Hey, Tina. Welcome. All right. Where was I? Lesbians. Let's be honest. We were all waiting for this. Sorry, let's be honest is a very silly line from one of the best bad movies of all time. Okay, lesbian flag is we'll use the purple, yellow, orange, pink. Let's start with, I think, the rose. Kind of feeling the rose for this. Where was I? Lesbians. Listen. Oop. Hello. We did not get any of the big glitters in there. Long Bacon Store. Yeah, it was a very weird random rant. I agree. It didn't really make a ton of sense. But you know, that's okay. It doesn't need to. Okay. We start with that. And then what are we doing for the pinky? We've got the like Gilbert rainbow flag. We've got Pan. This one's going to be trans, I think. Or wait, now I've forgotten. I'm doing so good. Which one was that? Y'all were in charge of telling me. All right, it's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and put my second coat of More Pride, Less Prejudice, my little mix that I did earlier. That is too much, Peggy. You have to remove some of that. There we go. That's better. Trans is the middle finger. I think arrow was arrow on this? I don't remember. Y'all, I don't remember. I don't remember what I was doing. Middle finger is trans flag. Yes. Okay. Good. Ah! All right, well, I just screwed that up. Sorry to the headphones wearers. I have to redo this now. Apologies. I did a bad job. Okay. This one is going to be the lesbian nail. This one is going to be the lesbian nail is a very funny statement. You're so far behind. Are you? I mean, usually, yes. Arrow was dominant hand, pointer finger. That makes sense. I think arrow and ace were both on my right hand. All right, Kat, have a good night. Kat, should I enter you in the giveaway for this? In your absence? Right hand pinky could be genderqueer. What color is genderqueer? Yes. Green and purple? Love it. Love it, love it. Maymay, you are forgiven for not knowing what they are because you were not here. And also, I'm sorry that you are not feeling well. Okay, now, y'all need to remember now what all these colors are, what all these nails are. Okay? You're in charge of knowing this. Yes, Maymay, there's a giveaway. Maybe we should pause and do the giveaway now. Should we pause and do the giveaway now? What do we think? It seems like maybe a good time for a giveaway. I think it's a good time for a giveaway. Summer, you still here? All right. You remember what? Oh, you, remember. Yeah, no, I don't expect you to remember anything, Lori. Don't worry. Yeah, no, don't worry, colorless. I'm gonna, I don't know why I'm calling you colorless. I'm going to give y'all the deets. In just a second. I just noticed that Budgie was being cute. Okay. The deets are, we have this beautiful collection from Plus Life Lacquer. It is a biggin. It's like 11 pieces. It's 11 pieces. It is Pokemon themed, but it is also Pride. It is Poke Pride. It is Pridemon. It is right up your alley, is what I'm saying. These are coming out on Saturday, on the 6th. And they're going to be $13 a bottle. Or I think it was $143 for the full collection. And $1 from each bottle, or $15 if you buy the full collection, will be donated to, was it Rainbow Railroad? I think it was Rainbow Railroad. Hang on. Let me double check it. Because y'all know my memory, it ain't shit. Oh, come on. Yes, it's Rainbow Railroad. $1 from every single bottle sold, or $15 from every full set. Also $1 from every single bottle of the previous rainbow sets, which are the Arcades, the Darkades, and the Minecraft Jellies. So that is the donation deal with these sets. There's the 11th one. If you buy the full set, you will also get 2, I think, 5 milliliter bottles in which to do your own little cutie mixes. I did not have those, so I made my own little cutie mixes in full-size bottles that I just happened to have on hand. You cannot say Rainbow Railroad. It always comes out as Rainbow Railroad. Leo, that is so real. And actually cuter. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to come back and forget which nail is which. Absolutely. So tonight we're giving away a full collection, which I believe will include the 2 baby bottles, the 2 empty baby bottles for mixing. This is compliments of Plus Life Lacquer. You do have to have a U.S. address because she can only mail within the U.S. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to one of those websites that has like, you know, like a wheel spin. Random name selector? Sure. That seems like a good thing. Wheel of Names, random nail picker. That's probably good. Oh yeah, this one I recognize. Okay. In fact, I've even used it before. Clearly, because it's still got information from the last time I used it. So, I'm going to include the people that are still here in chat. Oh, good. Plus Life Lacquer is still here. Excellent. Yeah, I think there's probably like a fairly substantial delay. FYI, so apologies for that. Anyway, I'm going to manually write your names in chat here. So Kat has left, but I'm going to add her in because I know that she will absolutely want this collection. And she is in the US. Mei, yes. I'm just actually typing, because I'm typing it, I'm actually just typing in the names that I use for y'all. Tina, I got you. Spadazzles, I got you. Matesky, I don't know you. Who are you? We got a quiet lurker. Who else we got here? We got Leo. Leo, you in? Taylor, we got more. We got more lurkers here, y'all. Y'all lurkers. I know you always lurk, Heather. You're good. Don't worry, I'm including the lurkers. The lurkers are included. Ashley, you are not being included in this. You already have this collection. I'm putting together the I'm putting together the list for the giveaway. And hello, welcome. Pandy, okay. Who else do we have? Yeah. Najwa. No, it's fine. It totally, Matesky, I'm totally just giving you a hard time. It is truly absolutely fine for people who prefer to lurk. I'm completely fine with it. It's truly okay. Holly, I need you. Who else we got here? We got Najwa. Ms. Hot Mess. Okay. Let me see. I'm just gonna scroll back. Bow and arrows is not entering. Is Linry still working, or did she go to bed? She might have gone to bed, but I will add her because she is always here lurking. And she does not have this collection, and she would love this collection. And she was here earlier and talking. Sonyo. Sonyo I don't have on the list yet. Sonyo. Stream is not working for you? Is that true? That would suck. Okay. Oh yeah, it looks like it's having another issue again. There's literally nothing I can do about it. Yeah. We got a big jump in people and it broke stream. Sorry, y'all. It is what it is. I got nothing else I can do to help. All right. So this I am going to put this on camera. And put this here. And we will move this over. And I'm going to just read out it. Yeah, it might actually be lag from the name generator wheel. Oh, Sonyo requests to not be put in there. Okay. All right. I will remove you, Sonyo. Okay, I have Kat, Mei, Tina, Spadazzles, Matesky, Leo, Taylor, Heather, Pandy, Holly, Najwa, Ms. Hot Mess, and Linry. You're building me a streaming PC? YouTube is being homophobic. Okay. Dame, are you in or out? You're in. I don't think I wrote you down. Dame. I'm trying really hard to make sure that I am not missing anybody. I think I have everyone. Okay. All right, we're going to do it. I'm going to hit the button. And then we can close this dang thing. Holly. Holly, Holly, Holly. All right, I'm just going to screenshot this. And then I'm gonna close that ding dang window. And hopefully things will get a little better. My goodness. Whew. All right. I don't think the number of viewers has any effect on it. I think it is completely on my end. The number of viewers should not matter. It should literally just be YouTube not liking me personally. And also my internet connection. Ray, I had you in there, I'm sure. Oh my goodness. At least you got a Canadian sorry. All right. Where'd that screenshot go? Where'd that screenshot go? It was Holly. It was Holly, 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 Holly. All right, here we are. I'm going to open this up and I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all that it was Holly in case anybody missed it. And I think the thing is behaving better now. Hopefully. All right, there we go. It was Holly. And Ray, yes, you were in there. You were behind the little thingy, but you're definitely there. You have sound but no video. I don't know what you're saying please to. I think you're just really lagging. You were already on there. You were already on there. Oh my God. You people. My lag, it's your lag. You're the one with the lag. Holy heck, it's so bad. I'm going to wait for y'all to catch up. This is ridiculous. Ridiculations. I did get Dame at the end. I did get Ray. I think Andrea, I did not see until after it had already gone. Stream is like a full 90 seconds behind chat. Yeah. At least. It might even be worse than that. It's so behind. It's so behind for everyone. It is not y'all. It is not any single one of you. It is absolutely me. And I apologize, but there is not a damn thing I can do about it. I think it's more than 90 seconds. I mean, I can try reloading. You might lose me for a second, but I can try. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Might just make it worse. Yep. I don't know, y'all. Are we good now? Are we better? It still says error. You think you're back to normal? No more giveaways ever again. Yeah, really. I swear, what a brutal experience. That was rough, y'all. My Minecraft server. Please. I think I have to so my Ethernet cable is actually just going into the my local mesh point. So like it's entirely possible that the mesh network just can't keep up. But it's also possible that like, yeah, the wheel, the name wheel might have broken the stream. Who the hell knows? But hopefully it's better now. I should have actually counted from when I closed the little window. Write them on paper and pick them out of a hat next time. Yes, honestly, that would have been better. That would have been better. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. I mean, not that stream was doing super well before that, but you refreshed and got video back. You were getting one frame every 20 seconds. Amazing. Amazing job, YouTube. Amazing job, my internet. But yes, we have our winner. Holly has won. So Holly, if you want to get in contact with Plus Life Lacquer, or you can give me your info. Yeah, it's not surprising, Najwa, that you were over a minute behind. I think everyone was. But yeah, you can either give me your info or you can give Plus Life Lacquer your info. I forget whether you're on Instagram or not. But yeah, and she will get that collection out to you, which is super exciting. You were like 2 minutes behind, yeah. The stream got really bad when you showed up, so yeah, so maybe it is just you. It could have been you, Ashley. You're back from lurking, no more lag. Excellent, excellent. Yes, we definitely, Holly, we're gonna need you to show off all of your manis that you do with this collection. We're going to get back to our regularly scheduled Pride manis here. So, okay, so this one is the trans flag one. So I'm going to do the pardon me. I'm going to burp into the microphone. Gonna do, this one's the trans flag. So we're doing over ice for our second coat. There we go. So yeah, you can see that like with two coats, there is obviously some visible nail line. So I can see if you don't like visible nail line, you might want to have a third coat of this. This one, you're not seeing it as much because I do have a patch on this. Same with this. I have a patch on this. So those ones will look a little more opaque. This is more like what I was seeing with two coats when I did my gradient before. So if you really hate visible nail line, you might want a third coat. Some of these we're going to have 3 or 4 because of the number of colors that we need in them. Yeah, we decided not to do. Okay, yeah. Holly, why don't you just go ahead and DM Plus Life Lacquer on Instagram? That might be easiest. I think that's probably the way to do it. I have more patches than a pirate, yes. I have really had so much damage to my nails over the last little while. Okay, what was I doing on my ring finger, y'all? Which flag was my ring finger going to be? I think asexual and aromantic were on my right hand, so I think this might be the non-binary flag. Is that correct? That sounds correct to me. I feel like I put non-binary beside trans. This collection is gorgeous, and I don't typically like confetti-like polish. I have to say, I also I often find that glitter crellies don't totally do it for me, but I think what makes this one work is that she kept it simple and they're hollow. And I think having hollow glitters really makes a big difference for me. Like matte glitters, I find a little off-putting sometimes. I'm not as big a fan of matte glitters, but I do really like the hollow glitters. I think that makes it more fun. I think it was non-binary. I really feel like it was non-binary because I feel like I did aromantic and asexual here. And then this one was going to be the gay, lesbian, and genderqueer. I think this is correct. This one's non-binary. Okay, so non-binary, the second layer is going to be the purple, which is right here, which is pick your poison. Burp the alphabet? Absolutely not. I am no good at burping. I know it doesn't seem like a thing you should be able to be bad at, but I am truly bad at burping. The only time I can really burp reasonably is when I have some kind of carbonated beverage, and I don't often, like, the only carbonated beverage I really drink with any regularity is like beer or Radler. So yeah. Okay, this one, the pinky was bisexual. I remember that. The pinky was bisexual. So we do pick your poison on this one as well for the second coat. All right, Taylor, thanks for coming out. Yeah, I don't like it when there's like huge pieces. I don't like it when they're I don't tend to like it when they're like too packed, and I don't tend to like it when they are just like flat matte glitters. There are exceptions to all of those though. So like I've definitely encountered polishes that I really loved that were like breaking all of those rules. Okay, so this one's the arrow flag. So this one is going to be green. So this one's touch grass. I think I loaded up a little bit too much there. It is so much harder for me to paint my dominant hand. Like struggling. I don't often paint my dominant hand. Dairy makes you burp really bad. Dame, stop consuming dairy, please, for the love of people. It's not good for you if you're doing it that way. Asexual, just purple and black. So we'll do black because we already put purple on the bottom. And I think with this one we decided we're going to do a sandwich so that we have more of the purple. Cute. Okay. This one is the MLM one, which they didn't have a thing for, but somebody told me what was in it, and I believe it was basically all the blues and greens. So I'm going to do, this one's going to be 4 coats. It's going to be all the blues and greens in the collection. So the first coat was Troubled Waters. This one's going to be Over Ice. Whoop. Don't do too much, Peggy. I'm used to loading my brush for longer nails. So when I'm loading for the shorties on my other hand, it's like, oh no, that's incorrect. Stream seems to be working at the moment. Yeah, because I'm not trying to accomplish anything. Okay, lesbian flag, we started with the rose. We're going to do the orange, yellow, and purple, right? So we'll do the orange next, and then the yellow, and then the purple. Lactose-free dairy products. I'm glad that they work for you. It does make me a little bit sad because many of my favorite foods are dairy, and I don't like most lactose-free stuff. I find very often it ends up being slightly sweet. There's something weird where they make it slightly sweet. Okay, this one's genderqueer, so purple is next. I keep not shaking them, and I think some of them suffer more for the lack of shaking than others, or it's just coincidence. I don't know. But like my ring finger doesn't really have any big glitters on it right now. It is going to get 2 more coats though, so I think it'll be fine. Okay, blue, purple, not purple, not blue, purple. I'm doing so good. My brain is definitely attached to my mouth. Lesbian flag was 2 pinks, orange, and red. It's purple, according to the thing that I see. Let me double check. It's all the ones I'm seeing are, I guess it's more of a purpley pinky, but they're not quite red. They're like, hang on. Lesbian pride flag. I would describe that as a purple. It's plummy rather than purple, magenta. Some of them some of them seem to have like 7 stripes and some of them have 5 stripes. I'm wondering if the 5 stripe I'm seeing more of, but I'm seeing both. So if somebody knows which is current, it might be that the 5 is current and the 7 is outdated. Yeah, the like magenta might be the way to go on the far end of that. You think 5 stripe is more common? Okay. All right. Well, we've got a rose kind of pink and an orange, so we can do the red and the magenta. If I think that would work, the red and the magenta for the other 2 coats. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a 3rd coat for this, even though I don't necessarily feel like it totally needs it, but I'm gonna do it anyway, partly because I can see the discoloration from my patch in part of it, and so I kind of just want to cover that a little more. Okay. So this one is More Pride, Less Prejudice, which I mixed and Ray named. Hi, Melissa. Okay, and then a 3rd coat of my pan mix, which we didn't name. We need a name for my pan mix, y'all. If it helps, this was Side Chick, Electrocute, and did we use the dragon or did we use? No, we used Over Ice. I keep changing whether I'm calling it Side Chick or Side Chic. I notice I'm like swapping back and forth, and it's not on purpose. Okay, now for the trans flag, I think for the 3rd coat, I'm going to do both. Ha ha ha. I'm going to blobby both. Panacea, that's cute. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little bit of Saishik on the top half. And then Over Ice on the bottom half. There's just the tiniest midge flying around. And it is now running around. You see this? Oh, it just flew away. It was like an absolutely microscopic little non-biting midge that just decided it needed to come visit me. Okay. I see ya. Melissa, this is really good. Panic at the ice rink. Okay, going back here, we have, again, this was the non-binary flag, so we haven't done the yellow yet. We started with finding the dark in the light, and then we added pick your poison. So now we need a layer of electrocute. There we go. Cute, cute, cute. You're too tired for naming? That's valid. I do really like Panacea, though. That's really cute. Okay, and then this one is the bisexual flag, and we already have Troubled Waters and Pick Your Poison. So the third one is going to be Psychic. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that is a perfect bisexual flag mix right there. Yeah, I think if you did more than 3 coats, you would definitely be losing the stuff on the bottom. And I would for sure, if you're layering these, I would for sure recommend layering with the darkest glitters at the bottom. So like Troubled Water, Finding the Dark in the Light, probably also, what's the fire one? Playing with Fire. That one would also probably be best on the bottom. Likely Touching Grass would be best on the bottom, just in terms of like visibility through the layers. Pandora, cute. Okay, on this hand, we go back, and this was the Aromantic, and I think we're gonna go, so we started with Finding the Dark in the Light, and I think we're gonna go back to that for a third coat, because we put Touch Grass for the second. So I think sandwiching makes sense in this case. Yeah, there we go. Good, good, good. The Touch Grass really holds its own nicely, too, against the black glitters. The green is, like, intense enough that it doesn't feel like it gets swamped. Okay, and then this one is the Asexual Flag, which we started with Pick Your Poison and then did a coat of Finding Dark in the Light. And we definitely want another coat of Pick Your Poison, but I think I want to shake that a little better first. Pancakey. Oh, that's too many layers. My brain just added too many layers of memes. And you know the Pride D-month thing? Pandemonium. It's too many things to work well, but it did make me happy for just a moment before I realized that it was not going to work well. There we go. Yeah, the bottom layer being black under the white crelly does look grayish. I agree. So you've kind of got the gray, the white, the black, and the green. And here you've got the gray, the purple, the white, and the black. So I feel like it works really nicely for those two to just like have all those layers. Okay, this one we have, so this is the gay flag. So we've got Troubled Waters and we've got Over Ice. So this one's going to have 4 layers. So we're going to do Dragon next. And then the last layer for this will be touch grass. And then the lesbian flag one, we've done notably normal. And we've done want to fight about it. So we need now playing with fire and Psychic. So I will do playing with fire for this one. Yeah, Pandemonium. I feel like it kind of works, but it also, I don't know if it's too much. If it's too many layers. Just want to shake that up a bit. I want to make sure that I get some larger glitters here because I did not shake the earlier layers and I did not get any larger glitters in them. We got one. It's so funny because I haven't had trouble getting larger glitters for any of these colors with any of the other stuff that I've done. It's just this nail doesn't want to have any larger glitters on it, apparently. Pandemonium. Okay. Pandemonium is definitely going to be the name of that then. I like it. I like it. Genderqueer. We started with touch grass and then we added pick your poison. I think it needs more touch grass. The genderqueer is just green, purple, and white. So we only need those two colors. Try and get a slightly better distribution there. That's good. It's true. It's true. I'm the only one that has to use it, and it does make me happy. So it is probably the way to go. All right. So let me add that label on here. That's not it. Yes, it is. Oh my God. It is. The hollow fooled me for a second. I was like, that's too many colors. But no, it actually is the correct number of colors. It's just that it's hollow. Okay, so try not to mess up my nails while I do this. Pan. Demon. Hello. Do you know how to write the letter N? There we go. We got it. All right, now I just need to tape over that. Yeah. Okay. I have my little labels. Someday I will dig out my proper labels, but I don't know where the heck they went. I cleaned up too many things when Mom was visiting, or before Mom came to visit, and like not everything made it back to the normal spots. So it's like, I don't know where everything is anymore. I have mostly managed to not get any of these all over my skin, but that one I really, really did a lot. Okay. So let us top coat this hand and then add the last two colors on here and then top coat at the end. La 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 la. And then we'll be done. This is why I was like, there's no way we're doing nail art tonight. Not like the way I normally do nail art. Although, I guess technically layering stuff is nail art. Or certainly can be viewed that way by many people. I'm just going to do one layer of top coat because I'm in the middle of so much swatching, and it's not going to be around long enough to annoy me with texture. But yeah, I think if I was going to wear it for more than a day or two, I would want to put either a second coat of top coat or a glitter smoother on it. Like it's not like super textured, but any glitter, the little hex glitters, I find they do have a little bit of texture to them. Your nails are so thick. All right, let's see where we're at here. I think we can get away with it. Okay, so we need touch grass on the middle nail for the gay flag. Let me actually just give it a little mixa. All right. This is it's just such a cute little collection. Jeez. I also like that it's like I don't think I've seen this kind of collection quite from anyone before. Like there's lots of rainbow collections. Usually they do the base color in a rainbow. And I think it's cute that this is like a rainbow collection that isn't like all the other rainbow collections. Sweet Bod by Lemon Demon is about how we used to preserve people in honey and bury them and then eat them as a cure-all, but it's all set to a funky love song. Leo, that is an amazing collection of words that you just put together into a brand new sentence. Oh, that is too much. There we go. You know what? I almost feel like we lost too much of the orange in this. I'm gonna sneak a little orange on here. I'm gonna sneak just a little bit of orange while it's still wet. Don't tell anybody. Wait, I need it to be. I think because I didn't shake before and I didn't get any of the big glitters. I think that's why I'm feeling like it needs more of the orange in it to really vibe like a lesbian mix. So I'm just gonna quickly, just so fast before it's dry enough to cause problems. There we go. Okay, we did it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Hello, Sassy. Welcome. You saw a reel about that process? Should you get the gardenia and jasmine cuticle oil from NBM? I cannot advise because that is a scent combination that would destroy me. I don't think I've heard any songs by Lemon Demon. I don't think I've ever even heard of Lemon Demon until today. Okay. Top coat. I am going to hold off on the gay flag and the lesbian flag ones because we have added polish 2 recently to both of those. But we can at least get these ones. Oh my goodness. I have 1% battery remaining on my watch. I'm just going to go ahead and put that on the charger here. There we go. Yeah, I'll go ahead and top coat the other 2 and just hold off on this one. And we can go over the collection details again. And I know some people have shown up late. We've got a few people who have shown up a little later. So I just want to show off the single color swatches on the wheel. Yeah, I mean, if you like the scents of gardenia and jasmine, then I'm sure it will be good because, like, it's NBM. They make nice cuticle oils. I can't do gardenia. Okay. So, where did I put my wheel? There's my wheel right there. Here we are. All right, so we have the full collection here for Plus Life Lacquer's Just My Type collection, which is their Pride collection for this year. They are inspired by Pokemon types. Yes, there are only 11 and not 18. Talked to the glitter manufacturers about the color availability. Notably normal, size chic, playing with fire, wanna fight about it, electrocute, touch grass, is this dragon, over ice, troubled water, pick your poison, finding dark in the light. And then if you purchase the full collection, you will receive 2 5 milliliter bottles for doing up your own little mixes. I didn't get the mini bottles, but I happen to have some bottles. So I made 2 mixes, one of which we named More Pride, Less Prejudice. That's a rainbow of, it's based on the original 8-color Pride flag. So it has the pink and the turquoise in it. And then I did Pandemonium with 3 of the glitter colors. And then on my nails, I have done a variety of flags. So this is just using my my rainbow mix. This one used my pan mix. And then here we have the trans flag colors. This one is the non-binary flag colors, the bisexual flag colors. Here we have aromantic colors and asexual colors. And then the gay men's flag, the lesbian flag, and the genderqueer flag. So all of these are just layered except for these 2 that came from my mixes. On the swatch wheel, I did 2 coats of everything. On my nails, it varies from 3 to 4, depending on how many colors needed to go into the flag. Details about the collection sale. So these go on sale on Saturday. So that's the 6th. Did she have the time of day on that post? It doesn't say what time it launches, but they are $13 each or $143 for the whole set. For single polishes, both for this collection and the previous collections, the previous Pride collection. So that's the Arcade, the Darkade, and the Minecraft potions. All of those, each single bottle sold will donate $1 to Rainbow Railroad. Or if you purchase this set, if you've purchased the full collection for this collection, they'll do a $15 donation. So it's a little extra, 15 instead of 11, if you buy this full collection. Y'all are talking about Lemon Demon. Oh, he did the Potter Puppet Pals? Okay, I do know the Potter Puppet Pals. The Potter Puppet Pals. The Ariel Has Legs comic is him, where she gets 8 legs. I'm unfamiliar with this one, but clearly I need to look that up later. All right. I know someone had asked about comparisons with Dom Boba collection. Unfortunately, I do not have those. But I think the Boba collection has shimmer in it. Am I wrong about that? I feel like it has shimmer in it. Now, the sort of closest thing I have to this collection would be the Shimmer Storm siblings from Dom, which are nothing like this. They're like a color plus black glitters and a shimmer. But yeah, I feel like their boba collection had shimmer in it, did it not? It certainly doesn't have this many colors in it either. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have those to compare. I don't have anything like these. Sassy, I'm paying attention, I promise. Sassy, as soon as I was like going through deciding which flags I was going to do on which nails, I was like, if I don't do a lesbian flag, Sassy's going to be mad at me. So I have to, and I'm doing 10 nails, so I might as well do a lesbian flag. It was an obvious choice. Okay, the bobas do have shimmer. All right, yeah, so it's going to be like wildly different then. Pandy, you're excited to get this collection. You have the other rainbow collections from Plus Life. I don't have all of the arcade and darkade. I really want the rest. The ones that I don't have, I really want them. But I'm just like, I have so much polish and I don't have a job. So I don't have a lot of money. So I'm like, I carefully selected like a mix of a few arcades and a few darkades. I love the Minecraft potions, though. That is such an outstanding collection. Sassy, I'm glad I make a great impression. Yeah. Yeah, the arcade jellies that I do have are fantastic. I love them. And the darkade as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous polishes. But yeah, I was like, I simply cannot purchase all of them. So unfortunately, I did have to pick and choose. But that's okay, because like honestly, I have so much nail polish. It's fine. It's just really hard to say no to a rainbow collection. I don't know about y'all, but like rainbow collections for me are so hard to say no to because it's so satisfying to have a full rainbow that are all the same formula that work perfectly together, that are like designed to go together, and you know the person who crafted them like you know was thinking about how they would work together and you know, making sure that the colors all like harmonize and have enough differentiation between them and things like that, as opposed to like sort of piecing together a collection, a rainbow from formulas that you will have from a variety of different brands. It's a little more challenging to get things to work together cohesively. So it's always really super tempting to get a full rainbow whenever there's a full rainbow. Yeah, rainbows are my weakness. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sonia, you're just starting to paint your nails now. Girl, you're going to regret that later. Rainbows in Pokemon, your weaknesses? Oh, I know, May. I know. I'm very sorry about your bank account, but it was inevitable with this collection. There's no help for it. If you're gonna make a rainbow Pokemon collection, you're gonna catch a fair number of people with that. Yeah, the 10 bottle. I know that there are some people out there who are like anything more than 5 polishes or anything more than 6 polishes is too many for a collection, and I'm like, no. No, give me more. I want the whole rainbow, please. Hello. And I get it that like, you know, for some people too much choice is a problem, or they feel like too much pressure to get the whole thing. I really do understand that. But like, just because someone does a large collection doesn't mean you have to buy all of them. You have the option to pick and choose and only buy a few. PLL takes my money every June with a collection. Yeah, for real. They are wrong. Yeah, I feel like a rainbow collection in my mind, like at least 7, right? Like you gotta have 7. I don't know. A lot of them are 6, and that's fine as long as they like layer with each other. If they're jellies or crellies that you can lazy gradient together, that can work really well, and I don't mind as much having a smaller collection. But if you're gonna do a rainbow, in my mind, go big or go home. You know. Give me a 20-piece collection. I come from the gel community. Yeah, for real. Those gel people are crazy. 12 plus themed collection can be a bit much because it's hard to be cohesive. But with rainbow, the more the better. Yeah, I can see that. I have seen some really good, very large collections though. Like Arcana has done, but with Arcana it's a little special because there's two makers, and so when they do a really large collection, a lot of the time they'll split it where it's kind of, in a sense, it's two collections that are on the same theme, but they're really kind of just working together within their little mini sets. Because each one of them will do sort of their own little thing, but they get smushed together into the same theme. Yeah, I've seen some of the gel collection photos that you've posted, May. Some of those get wild. But yeah, like you don't have to purchase everything just because they come out with a big collection. You can just pick and choose. And like I do think, for instance, if you wanted to buy some of these and you feel like you can't buy the full thing for whatever reason, like I used just 8 of them in this to do the original Gilbert Pride flag, and that's on my thumb, and I feel like that makes a really nice rainbow set, just those 8, and you could even pare it down from there to 6 if you wanted to. You could remove the pink and the turquoise and you would still have a nice rainbow set that you could do a lot with and mix a lot with. So like, there's ways to sort of pare down from a very large extended rainbow set to something that is more affordable or attainable for you. The kitty lump in the window is Budgie Smuggler. She was doing some very cute standing and cleaning earlier. I also have a Jammy Dodgers. Hang on, I'm going to go back to this so that you don't have to see the large screen movement, because I know that can be challenging for a lot of people. I, for one, will absolutely get sick if I'm looking at a big screen and it suddenly goes crazy like this does. Let's see. I have this on a Kleenex box right now, and that is truly not the most stable. Here we go. There's a Jammy Dodgers sleeping over there. Jammy Dodgers sleeping with Jacob Horse and Gubby. Jammy. She's so asleep. She is in full shrimp. She was also snoring a minute ago, but she stopped when I turned the camera around. My little babies. They're so cute and sleepy. Holy heck. I feel like the stream that I had, yeah, there we go. My phone was like super lagged behind. I just had to drag it ahead like a full minute. I think probably from one of the earlier issues. Yeah, she's snoring again. It doesn't look like it's really getting picked up very well on the microphone, so may not be able to hear it, but yours is snoozing too. Sleepy babies. Everybody is ready for bed. Your dog was snoring during therapy. You mentioned my mic picking up Jammy snores. That's so good. Was your therapist able to hear her? I feel like it does require like both a decent mic and also decent headphones, or like good sound system of some sort. Because, like, there's no way I'd be able to hear something that subtle, like, just on my phone without headphones in normal conditions. You also mentioned Musumbi screaming at Mei. Yours is mad at you for being gone at a conference. Tina, how dare you? How dare you? Yeah, noise canceling absolutely will tend to remove stuff like that. He refuses to lay in your lap. Oh, poor baby. That's so sad. All right, y'all. It's been 2.5 hours. I think it's time. This has been a lot of fun, though. And I had a really good time with the mixing and layering. This was really a fun collection to play with, for sure. So yeah, the collection launches on Plus Life Lacquer's website, which I believe is pluslifelacquer.com, on Saturday the 6th, so day after tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. But yeah, super cute collection with a portion of the proceeds going to Rainbow Railroad. Also, if you do need to fill out your Darkade, or Minecraft potions collections, those ones are also $1 per bottle to Rainbow Railroad for the month of June. So yeah. And if you get any of these, I want to see your manis. Tag me or show me in stream in Discord or whatever. Tuesday we are going to do more Pride nail art. No, I do not have a plan as usual. But y'all are in charge of filling out the suggestions in the suggestion channel on Discord. If you're not already in my Discord, the link is down in the caption underneath the video. What else do you need to know? You could press the buttons. There's buttons down there. There's like the liking one and the subscribing one. There's a bell, apparently. I don't know. But you could click those. You could also leave a comment if you want once the VOD is up. That would be cool. As long as it's a nice one. It would probably be less cool if it was a shitty one. I don't think I would enjoy that very much. Yeah. And tell all your friends about the hippopotamus. And I'll see you Tuesday. Those of you that can make it to the Tuesday afternoon stream, that is 2 p.m. Eastern time. Evening for you Euros. All right. Goodbye. Goodbye.